Hey, big person, over here. Do you see me yet? You're getting warmer. Look closer, much closer. That's it. Hi, I'm Clarence, and I'm a rotifer. I live in the pond behind the school. Do you have a minute? I could show you around my neighborhood. We'll look at it together with the microscope. Come on, I'll talk you through it. Here's a slide of pond water. Put it on the stage and clamp it in place. Now, power on the light source. Every time you use a scope, you have to follow the low to high rule. Always start with the lowest powered objective and work your way up. Make sure the nosepiece is set to the scanning objective. It's the shortest one, and it's usually marked with a 4x. To begin, the stage and objective should be as far apart as possible. This microscope has two eyepieces, just like a set of binoculars. Keep both eyes open and look through. You may see two overlapping circles of light, so adjust the width of the eyepiece until you see only one circle of light. You can control the amount of light by adjusting the diaphragm and the condenser. The condenser directs the light by moving it closer or farther away from the specimen. The diaphragm controls how much light reaches the specimen. By opening the diaphragm, more light gets in, meaning a brighter image. Closing the diaphragm will make the image darker. It's a good idea to start with the condenser just below the stage and the diaphragm open. Alright, now you have the basic setup. Use the stage controls to move the slide left, right, forward, or backward until the target specimen is in the center of your view. The image is inverted so the stage movement is reversed. Adjust the coarse focus until the image becomes mostly clear. You may need to use the diaphragm to fine-tune the brightness and contrast of your view. Now use the fine focus to make the image sharp so that the borders of the specimen are completely distinguishable. That's it. For most activities, you'll want to sketch what you see in your lab notebook. Now let's move up to the next power objective, the 10x. The first thing you'll notice is that the image got darker, so adjust the diaphragm to get a bright, clear image. And use the fine focus control. Now draw a sketch of what you see. Let's take an even closer look by switching to the high power objective, the 40x. Adjust the fine focus and diaphragm controls until you get the best image. You may need to switch back and forth between these controls. It's kind of an art, and you'll get a better feel for it with practice. And that's it! Booyah! This microscope has one more objective. It's the highest power, 100x, and you can use it to see the very small specimens like this bacteria specimen. But we have to use the same low to high rule, starting with a 4x scanning objective, the 10x low power, and the 40x high power. Here's where things get a little different. The 100x objective is called the oil immersion lens. Turn the nosepiece to where it's in between the 40x and 100x objectives. Put a drop of oil on the slide. Slowly and gently rotate the nosepiece to the oil immersion lens. Look at the microscope from the side and carefully use the fine focus control to make contact between the lens and the oil. The lens should never touch the slide. Now look through the eyepiece. You may need to adjust the position of the stage and the diaphragm to get the best image, and sketch your findings in your notebook. To wrap up, lower the stage to separate the oil immersion lens from the oil and remove the slide. Clean the 100x objective lens with lens paper and the eyepieces and stage with alcohol. Your instructor may give you additional cleaning instructions. Great work! Just like any new skill, it takes some practice. And remember to always follow the low to high rule. Be sure to subscribe to BioNetwork's YouTube channel and check out our other free learning resources. How much time do we have left? I want to give a big shout out to my buddies back in the pond, to Daphne, my main squeeze of the water fleas, and a shout out to Perry's dad, Mr. Mesium. Hope you're feeling better.